Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to do basically what the channel is all about. So analysis. Before starting, this is more so for new players. If you are like a player who has been played for 7 years or something like that, you will probably not need this 100%. But maybe you can still learn something. So we are going to do the complete analysis, overview, and showcase of the Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta, the Global Dokkan Celebration Part 1 Dokkan Fest. Now, in this video, I'm not going to talk about personal opinions. Like, of course they are a good unit, there's no doubt about it. But I'm not going to be like, oh, I think they are the best unit in the game, the second best unit in the game. I think they are underrated, overrated, anything like that. I'm just going to analyze the character, explain what they do, how they do it, the best partners, pros and cons, but still in a, as much as possible, objective way. So the showcase should be on the left side of the screen. So while I talk, you can actually see the character in game, because I think I do basically everything they do in battle. Like I do everything that they're capable of. And so we should be able to see everything. So let's start. The leader skill, it's Future Saga or Fuse Fighters category, Ki plus 3, 200% HP and 170% attack and defense. And we have a 50% for character who also belongs to the Bond of Parent and Child or Final Trump card category. Now, it's a very good leader skill, characters wise. You have the LR Gods, LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, you have the 10th anniversary fusions, you have Tech Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, you have Tech Super Gogeta, you have like good characters. Physical Vegeta Blue, you have the Tech LR Vegeta Blue, who is boosted for a limited time. You probably have the Part 2 LR, and you have, the roster is good. It's a bit repetitive, redundant, since AGL Super Gogeta and Tech Super Vegeta are also Fused Fighters leader, but it's just redundant, not it's bad. Like, it's a good leader skill, just they could have been something else. Passive skill, we are starting with Goku, of course. Significance of combat experience. Basic effect, they have 200% attack and defense and Ki plus 2 per Ki sphere obtained. Now, for those who are unaware, basically in this game there are 5 types: AGL, Tech, Int, STR, and Physical. Each character, no matter the type, if they get an orb that is the type that they are, so they are STR, we get an STR orb, a red one. They will get 2 Ki per orb. If they get an orb that it's like Int, they get 1 Ki per orb. But since they have this ability, 2 Ki per Ki sphere obtained, they get 4 Ki per STR Ki sphere and 3 per any other type. So Rainbow, Int, AGL, anything. It's a good ability, but sometimes they can struggle for Ki. Not much, it's not the end of the world. I'm just saying, if you do not bring orb changers, Ki can be a little bit of an issue, but nothing like impossible to overcome. Per superclass ally or Future Saga category ally on the team, depending on which are more members, they get 50% attack and defense, and chance of evading enemies attack and damage reduction rate 20% up to 60%. Now, before anyone asks, Yes, this includes them. You need other 2 on the team. And if you have them as the leader and the friend lead, you need only 1. Because if it wasn't the case, there would be self-excluded at the end of the sentence. So this is including them, which means that if you have them as the leader, you have them as the friend leader, and you have LR Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta on the team. He's a superclass character. You have all 3. You're done. Then you can run Goku Black and Zamasu, Int Fusion Zamasu, Tech Fusion Zamasu, AJ Rose, anybody. If you have them as the leader, you only need 1 superclass character. If they are not the leader, then you need them and other 2. It's not a tough condition at all. Any character I said was under leader skill, they get that. And even if you're running Future Saga characters, such as Goku Black and Zamasu, for example, they will get the buff if you're running 2 or more of them. This doesn't stack. Depending on which has more members, it means that if you have them, 1 Future Saga Extreme class and 1 Super class, they get only the buff for them and 1 or the other. Like, you can't combine them. You can't have them in a Future Saga Super class and a Super Saga, like a normal character, and they just get it. You need to only have one of the conditions fulfilled. So either Super class or Future Saga. If they are Future Saga Super class, you're not getting double the buff. It's not like LR Future Gohan means you have both of them. It's either Super class or Future Saga. Then when all allies attacking in the same turn are superclass characters, or when there is another Future Saga ally attacking in the same turn, we have a guaranteed additional super attack, 20% chance to dodge, and 10% damage reduction, which bumps them up to 80% chance to dodge and 70% damage reduction. The dodge is not a different proc. It's not a 60%, then it fails and it's a 20%. It's 80% dodge. When activating the active skill or when attacking with 18 or more ki, we have 200% attack and attacks effective against all types. And this doesn't mean that you can do the active and then swap into Vegeta and you have the 200% attack and super effective against all types. This is just for the Goku. And also, this doesn't mean that if you do the active skill and then you attack with, let's say, 21 ki, you don't get 400% attack. It's just once, even if you have 2 conditions. When receiving an attack, we get 180% defense, and this can proc even if you dodge, because this procs the second you receive an attack. Even if it's like an AoE and you're slot free, you will still get the buff. And then starting from the 4th turn from the start of battle, we can do the reversible exchange with Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegeta. So the Goku is very good. Ki can be a little of a problem, but it's not the end of the world. Goku does solid damage, he has very good defense, especially before attacking, it's very important. But we still miss the super attack effect, the link skill, the categories, and then we can talk about Vegeta. So the super attack, we have the 12 ki, True and Utter Rage. We get 50% attack, so greatly raised, and 30% defense, so regular raise, for 1 turn. We cause colossal damage to the enemy, and we lower the attack by 20%. In game, they're not like with a percentage on the side. Since I want this to be as good as possible, I even did the percentage on the side. So again, a player that has been playing for 7 years will think it's pointless. A new player will probably be helped by this. And then on the 18 ki, we have a great releases attack for 99 turns, mega colossal damage to the enemy, and we give all allies 60% defense for 1 turn. This will work even better if like the second character doesn't have defense on their super attack effect, because then it will be a true like 60% defense of what they have. So it's a very good 18 key effect, but they don't get it. The STR Goku doesn't get the 60% defense. Look at the self-excluded. If this was here, like on the passive, when it says per superclass ally or future saga here, then we will need another 3 of them every time. So this is the Goku. Now we have the active skill, which is the Potara counterattack, and the condition is just turn 4 from the start of battle, but you have to choose. Either you do the Potara counterattack or you do the father-son Gallic gun. Depending on the situation, each of them has the pros. Like, both are very good active. No matter what you do, like, you're doing something good. It just depends on when you do it, how you do it, and why you do it. So, the condition is very easy. The effect is also very good. We get 300% attack temporarily. We cause ultimate damage to the enemy. And then, this is very important, we have 20% attack and defense. And this character becomes immune to dodge cancelling for the rest of the fight. Now, when you see 20%, it might seem low, because here you see 200, 150, 200, 180. Then here you see 20%. But this is an active skill buff. When you have an active skill buff, it's calculated in a way that makes it insane. And this will make that Goku has way higher attack and way higher defense for the rest of the fight. And of course, now Goku can dodge everywhere. The Blue Goku fight, the Red Zone Jirens, Goku will be able to dodge with an 80% chance. So we can talk about the Link skill, and what I'm showing here, basically, again, if you're new, in this game there's a system called Link levels, which basically makes it so that every Link a character has can go from level 1 to level 10. Links are basically like a spider web between characters. It's something that glues the team together. Every character has 7 links. There are some exceptions, but 7 links for 99% of the characters. Every link can have ki, attack, defense, crit, dodge, healing. And that's basically it. So having the links active will generate huge amount of powers. If you use a character with 1 link active and with all 7 links active, the difference is going to be night and day. So when you build a team, you want to make at least not the complete priority, but very important, that most of your characters have sort of the same link set, so that they can all be together, function together, and help each other. So let's see. Super Saiyan, level 1 we have 10% attack, level 10 we have 15% attack. I'm not going to read all of them, but just this link has 10% attack at level 1. So your Goku will have 10% attack if you have this active. If you level it and you get it to level 10, it will have 15% attack. So Goku will gain 5% attack. But let's say, for example, Warrior Gods. You have 10% attack at level 1. At level 10, you have 10% attack and another 5% when you do a super attack. So considering that you have 7 links For Goku, it's mostly attack. For other characters, it can be huge defense, it can be a lot of healing, it can be a lot of ki, mostly for villain characters. So it's important that you link level your characters. For this Goku, you're mostly going to lose damage. It's not the end of the world, but you will see it from level 1 to level 10. So the link set is Super Saiyan, Saiyan Warrior Race, Warrior Gods, Kamehameha, Prepare for Battle, Fierce Battle, Legendary Power. And as I pointed out at the end, Kamehameha becomes a royal lineage when exchanged with Blue Vegeta. And I will show the royal lineage buff when we get to the end, when we talk about Vegeta. The categories. Now, this character seems like it's the character with the most categories in the game. So we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26 categories, which is a lot. And as you guys noticed, Superclass, Ally, or Future Saga. So if you have, again, the 2 Superclass, you're fine. So basically, if you build a Superclass team, this character has no restriction. On 26 teams, very defensive in slot 1, does good damage, that can become even really good damage, depending on the situation, and he's on 26 categories. So if you have this character, you're going to use it, period. There's no stage in which you don't want to use them, besides maybe Festival of Battles, but that's a different story. So we talked about Goku, now we can talk about Vegeta, and again, 4th turn from start of battle, you can exchange into Vegeta, and Vegeta's passive, significance of what must be protected. So basic effect, he can perform the reversible exchange with Goku, so at any point in battle you can just swap with Goku, depending on the situation. Let's see why. We have 7 ki, 200% attack and defense, high chance to crit, and high chance to dodge. And I pointed out, these are both 50%. So basically, we have, there's a lot of percentage in game. There's like very low chance, there's low chance, there's medium chance, high, great. We will talk just about medium, high, and great, because the others are like very rare. And speaking of that, I forgot rare chance. So ultra rare, very low, low, rare, medium, high, great. Medium chance, it's a 30%. High chance, as we see here, it's a 50%. And great chance is a 70%. All the others, like, for example, damage reduction rate, 40%. All the others percentage are going to be like specified. This 3, no. So, medium chance, 30%. High chance, 50%. Great chance, 70%. So, high chance to crit, high chance to dodge, 40% damage reduction, and then ki plus 3 and 80% attack and defense for the character, so they get this, and allies whose name includes Trunks. This doesn't specify Kid Trunks excluded, or I don't know, Future Trunks or Teen Trunks. So any character who has Trunks in the name will get this. Baby possessed Trunks will get this. Just to make an example. Anyone. Kid Trunks from the Broly movie, Buu Saga Kid Trunks, Android Cell Saga Trunks, the Super Saiyan trio from the 2024 Worldwide Celebration, any Trunks will get this support. As the third attacker in a turn, we have 150% attack and performs a critical hit. So the 50% we have in the basic effect will just become pointless once you put them in slot 3. And then when attacking with 18 or more ki, we have 250% attack and defense and a guaranteed additional super attack. And when activating the active skill or when attacking with 20 or more ki, we have 150% defense and another guaranteed additional super attack. So basically, when we attack in the third slot, we do our super attack that is a guaranteed crit and it's going to hit really hard, as I show in the video. Then we do a guaranteed additional super attack because we are attacking with 20 ki, and a guaranteed additional super attack because we are attacking with 18 ki. So it's and also we're going to get a 400% attack and defensive buff when attacking. So it's like Vegeta is going to hit really hard and it's going to have very high defenses with damage reduction and dodge. So Vegeta is very, very good. We have the 12 ki super attack, Rage of Our Warrior Race, which greatly raises attack and defense. It's a 50% buff for one turn, colossal damage to the enemy, and lowers defense by 40%. Lowering defense is not like useful. It's basically pointless, but he does it. So don't worry about it. Like it's not. It may seem like a useful effect. Oh, I lowered the defenses of the enemy. Now I'm going to hit him harder. The critical hit ignores enemy defenses. Any character that does a crit in any moment, when you do the critical hit, you ignore the enemy's defense. So considering that, and considering the fact that we have attacks effective against all types, and characters nowadays, again, as this Vegeta, he's doing 3 guaranteed additional super, like 3 super attacks, all guaranteed crit, always, if he's the third attacker. And the AGL Super Gogeta, for example, from the 10th anniversary, he does guaranteed critical hits and he does 3 guaranteed super attacks. Basically, any character has guaranteed crits nowadays, so it's not important at all. And then we have the 18 ki, the Final Flash, which massively raises attack. It's a 100% buff and gets a 30% defense for one turn. Mega colossal damage to the enemy, and that's it. So massively, it's a 100% buff, but it's not a chance. That's why I didn't mention it early. Sometimes you will see massively raises attack for one turn, like Dokkan Fest Tau. Sometimes you will see massively raises defense, like the 4th anniversary Super Saiyan 4 Goku and Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, like the 7th anniversary EZA Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta and the LR Gods, Kaioken Goku. Like, characters have that. It's a 100% buff, but it's not in the passives because a 100% chance they will just say the effect, and it's not massive chance. There's no meaning. Just say you're going to do it. The active skill, again, the Father-Son Gallic Gun, can be activated at the exact same time as the Potara counterattack. So turn 4, you can swap into Vegeta, you can do the Gallic Gun, or you can do the Potara counterattack. And the effect, he massively raises attack temporarily, so another 100%, and causes ultimate damage to the enemy. He guards all attacks, and future Saga allies get 15% attack and defense, plus an additional 10% for characters, defense of course, 10% defense for characters who are bound of parent and child for 4 turns. So basically, there's a lot of stuff going with this active skill. First, if you do the active skill as the third attacker, you will get guaranteed crits and the 150% attack. So when you do the active skill, you must put Vegeta in slot 3. It's very important. Second thing, the guard also is for the Goku. So when you do this active skill, and let's say you do the active, you put Vegeta in slot 3 after doing the active in slot 3 to get the attack and the guaranteed crit. You do all the attacks, Vegeta is going to do insane damage, and you have the support. When Vegeta comes back in 4 turns, if you swap with Goku, Goku in slot 1 is going to have 70% damage reduction, 80% dodge and guard for 1 turn. And then on the next turn, you're going to lose the guard and the support from the Gallic Gun. But let's say you put Vegeta in slot 3, you do the active, then you swap into Goku, you're going to have 2 rotations of Goku guarding. So there's a lot of use to it. We have also the support, but again, it's only for 4 turns. It's not permanent. While the stats from Goku, the 20% attack and defense, so these ones, 20% attack and defense, these are permanent. So if you're on turn 5 and the event is going for 15 turns, if you just want Goku to be slot 1 for the entire fight, and you want Goku to, and you don't have a lot of Future Saga allies, then the Potara counterattack is better, because Goku will be able to dodge, Goku will have higher stats for the entire fight, and you're not losing support for anyone. But if your team is Future Saga entirely, and maybe the fight is short, like 7 turns, 8 turns, you are on turn 4, you do this will end on turn 8. So, and for the 4 turns, you will have 25% defense. So it's a bit more, and guard makes it that Goku will not take damage. So even if he can't dodge, like with guard, he's not taking damage. So you will have more support for the team, you're generating way more damage, and you are also protecting slot 1 even better. I showed also in the video, like Vegeta in slot 2, he's still very good, but there's no comparison. Vegeta in slot 3, he's just way better. He's doing like 30 million plus more damage. So it's just, you really need to put him in slot 3 just to maximize what he's actually capable of. Last thing, Royal Lineage, which is the links that Vegeta gets when swapping instead of Kamehameha. Royal Lineage at level 1 is Ki plus 1. That's it. At level 10, it's Ki plus 2 and 5% attack. So yes, you will get 5% attack. That doesn't matter. You will get 1 Ki. Let's say you are in slot 3. There's not many orbs, and Vegeta has 7 Ki at start of turn. So with double leader skill, which is 3 Ki each, you have 13 Ki. Vegeta will start at 13 Ki. You need to be at 20 to have the maximum effect. So you need 7 Ki. If you have Royal Lineage active, it will be 14. If Royal Lineage is at level 10, it will be 15. So it's just helping you. There are links like that. Like the Saiyan lineage, it's the same thing, but you will also get attack and defense. And links like that will really be important, because it's just, imagine you are at 19 Ki and you didn't do the active. At 19 Ki, you will lose 150% defense, which is here, and a guaranteed additional super attack if you are at 19 Ki. It's not a common situation, but I'm just saying it can happen, and to not make it happen, you should link level your characters. So this was the Dokkan Fest. STR Blue Goku and Blue Vegeta. And I think they are actually incredible. Very good character. And the video will continue for a bit because at this moment we should be at the start of the second run against the Blue Goku. In this run we are going to do the Vegito active. We are going to test more things out, Vegeta in slot 2, Vegeta in slot 3, the Vegito active, all stuff like that. There's one last thing I want to say, which I didn't say until now. The same way, when you do the Gallic Gun, you get the guard for Goku, we need to also remember that when we do the Potara counter attack, we also get 20% attack and defense and the ability to be immune to dodge cancelling for Vegeta too. So when you do the Potara counter attack and you swap into Vegeta in slot 3, he will have 50% dodge always. And that's very important because that means that this character will always be, at least for now, a slot 1 and a reliable floater. It's a character that can go slot 1 and it's a character that can be floated to be locked in slot 1 against, for example, the Int Jiren Red Zone. So, because when you have that situation, you can just swap back into Goku, so you have 80% dodge and you have more damage reduction. And let's say the character is locked in slot 3. Well, we will just swap to Vegeta, so Vegeta can have the 80 million attack slots. While you can swap into Goku to stack attack on the 18 key and to dodge more and tank better before attacking, Vegeta will do more damage and tank better after attacking in slot 3. So the design of this character is very good because you have reasons to swap from Goku to Vegeta. And that's very important for a tag character, to be able to have a reason to swap. Like for example, the Goku and Final Form Frieza from the Tournament of Power. Basically, once you hit turn 4 and you can swap with Goku, there's no reason to go back to Frieza. Besides a slot that is not attacked and you don't need slot 1. Like for example, you have Vegeto's Taunter. And the enemy will not AoE at all. So every attack is just going to Vegito. You will swap into Frieza because Frieza will do more damage. Or you have, I don't know, this character, for example, in slot 1. In slot 2 there are no attacks and you can just swap into Frieza because he does more damage. But that's it. While with this character, it's like Vegeta tanks better in slot 3, but he actually he tanks. You don't have fear of dying. It's a huge difference. So, and he also does way more damage, so he can help with that. With Frieza, the problem is that, yes, he does more damage, but he can tank, so you can take advantage of it. So anyway, I don't want to make the video too long. And when this ends, we will just continue with the run. So I hope you guys enjoyed it and I hope I was clear enough. I did a mistake at start, like I was just stumbling with my words, but I'm very sorry about it. I'm trying my best to do everything I can with my English, and I truly hope this can help players understand this character if someone watches it. And oh, there's one thing. When you do the active and you do this, as I said for Goku, you can't get the defense and the guaranteed additional super to the Goku portion. Like you can't do the active, swap into the other and you get the buff. I said it for Goku, I will say it for Vegeta because I don't want people to think, oh, if he said it for Goku but not for Vegeta, then you can with Vegeta? No. The only thing you are like continuing to doing is super attack effects. Or like active skills that specifically states like for this couple of turns, or in battle like the Goku. Again, for 4 turns like Vegeta, but like when you're doing the active, you can swap and you get the buff. And or when attacking with 20 or more ki. If you attack with 20 ki on the turn you did the active, you don't get 300% defense and 2 additional supers. It's just either or. You do the active, cool, you get it. You attack with 20 ki, cool, you get it. It's just once. So I hope I was clear. Not once per fight, once per turn. Otherwise it would say once only. Anyway, I hope I was clear enough. I hope the character like was very easy to pull for everyone that tried to summon for them. I didn't. I'm not trying to get them or anything. Not because they're weak, they're not. They're very strong. And it's just because I don't care about fuse fighters. I don't particularly like them as a character itself. Like Blue Goku and Vegeta from the Future Saga, it's not like my favorite character. So it's just I'm like confident skipping them, but they are very good. No doubt about it. So let me know what you guys think about the Blue Goku and Vegeta, about the video. Leave a comment if this helped you and like tell me how I can improve, how I can do stuff better, and anything you want. I see you guys in the next video. Bye.
そうだった。カカロット。なんてざまだ。行くぞジータ。クソったれが。これがスーパーサイヤ人ゴッドを超えたパワーだ。
かかってこい、遊んでやる。
さっさと片付けるぞ。 気じゃねえ。
よく言ったなカカロット。それこそがサイヤ人だ。
スーパーゴーストカミカゼアタック。よっしゃー、外れて。
フュージョンするぞカカロット。
フュージョンしてっておめえの口から聞けるなんて最高だぜベジータ。フュージョン。
俺は孫悟空でもベジータでもない。俺は